Hello, my friends. Welcome back. This is Sarah, and yes, I am back. I know many of you were waiting, and I want to say something clearly today. This channel is not finished. It is restarting. Videos may not come every single day, but they will come regularly, and they will come with value. And one more important thing. If you truly want to improve your English faster, you can subscribe to my second channel too. Over there, I'm posting more focused English learning videos, tense problems, vocabulary confusion, slow English practice, daily sentences, and if there is anything you don't understand, tenses, speaking fear, pronunciation, grammar, anything, write it in the comments. I promise you, I will make a video on it. This year, we are not just learning English casually. We are learning English seriously. And I want you to think about something. What if this year, English becomes your biggest personal upgrade? Not just a subject, not just a skill, but your confidence tool. Now, the big question is, how do we actually do it? The real problem nobody talks about. Before I tell you what to do, I need you to understand two very important things. There are only two parts to learning English. 1, consumption. 2, creation. That's it. Consumption means you are taking English in. Like right now, you're listening to me. Your brain is processing every sentence. You understand me. That means you are not at 0. If English level is from 0 to 10, you are already at 4 or 5. Yes, because you can understand clear English, and that matters. Consumption is easy. Watching videos? Easy. Listening to podcasts? Easy. Scrolling English reels? Easy. Your brain just receives. But here is the problem. You are consuming too much and creating too little, and that is why your English feels stuck. Why you feel stuck? Reading is consumption, listening is consumption, but speaking, writing, that is creation. That is where your brain works hard. That is where sentence construction happens. That is where growth happens. And most people avoid it. Why? Because it feels uncomfortable. Because speaking makes you nervous. Because you don't want to make mistakes. But let me ask you something honestly. Why do you want to become fluent 10 years from now if you can become fluent in 1 year? Why delay your success? Yes, speaking is uncomfortable. Yes, it challenges you. But challenges are not enemies. They are growth signals. You enjoy challenges in life, right? You enjoy winning. You enjoy improving. Then why avoid the English challenge? The truth is simple. If you want faster progress, you must create more than you consume. The 4 core English activities. There are only 4 real English activities: reading, listening, speaking, writing. Out of these 4, speaking is the king. Honestly, 80 to 90% of your confidence depends on speaking, and that is exactly where you are weak. Not because you are bad at English, but because you are scared. And fear is inside you. I can motivate you. I can guide you. I can give you trackers. But the real heavy lifting? That is your job. What this video will give you. In this video, I will give you specific daily tasks, weekly goals, monthly challenge, a simple tracker system, and 8 things you must stop doing. And trust me, some of those points will surprise you, so stay with me. Let's start with the most important one. The daily challenge, English gym. Your daily challenge is simple. 30 minutes of consumption, 15 minutes of creation. Total equals 45 minutes of focused English. Not background English, not random English playing somewhere. Focused English. If English is playing in a bus in the background, it doesn't count. If a song is playing and you are thinking about something else, it doesn't count. This is 45 minutes of English gym. Gym only works when you lift the weight yourself. Now listen carefully. 30 minutes consumption is easy. Watch a show you like, Friends, any English series, podcast, YouTube. Time will fly. But those 15 minutes of speaking or writing, that is where your brain grows. That is where real change happens. And yes, it will feel difficult, but difficult means growth. What if you miss a day? Maybe you're thinking, Sarah, what if I miss one day? It's okay, but never miss 2 days in a row. One break is fine. 2 breaks become a habit. If you miss today, you must do it tomorrow. Simple rule. And trust me, after 7 to 10 days, you won't want to break the streak because you will start enjoying it. Weekly challenge. Now let's talk weekly. If you follow daily challenge properly, about 200 minutes consumption, about 100 minutes creation, total equals 300 minutes of dedicated English in 1 week. Now tell me honestly, if you do 300 focused minutes in 1 week, how is it possible that you don't improve? Impossible. You will learn new words. You will discover new podcasts. You will notice pronunciation patterns. You will feel more confident speaking. Because now you are not just watching English, you are building English. So now, we talked about daily challenge. We talked about weekly challenge. Now let's talk about something powerful, your monthly challenge. And this is where real transformation begins. Monthly challenge, where muscles show. If you follow your weekly plan properly, that becomes roughly 800 minutes per month, which is around 13 hours of consumption, 6 to 7 hours of creation. Total? Almost 20 hours of focused English every single month. Now pause for a second. 20 hours. That is not even 1 hour per day. It's just 45 minutes daily, exactly where we started. So tell me honestly, can you not give 45 minutes to yourself? Not to me, not to society, not to some exam, to yourself. And I'm not asking you to do this forever, just 1 year, 1 focused year. After that, English is no longer your problem, it becomes your strength. Then we move to the next level, career growth, interviews, personality building, leadership communication. But first, finish this level. Why tracking is non-negotiable. Now listen carefully. If you don't track it, it won't happen. I'm saying this as someone who has done it herself. Tracking changes everything, because when you see your streak growing, you don't want to break it. We made a simple tracker for you. Download it, look at it. It's very easy. No complicated system, just daily checkboxes. Please don't ignore this. If you are serious, track your progress, because discipline without tracking fades. What should you read? Now let's answer the practical questions. What should you read? Simple answer, anything you enjoy. Don't force yourself to read boring material just because it's good English. If you like fiction, read fiction. If you like crime stories, read crime. If you like romance, read romance. English learning should not feel like punishment. For example, I personally enjoy science fiction. Right now, I'm reading a classic novel. It's long, it's deep. It pulls me back to it again and again. That's what you want, a book that pulls you. Because when interest is high, learning becomes automatic. What should you listen to? Listening is your easiest win, but make it intentional. There are great short English podcasts, even 6-minute episodes, perfect for metro rides, perfect for daily commute. Short, clear, focused. You can also watch good English movies, well-rated series, natural dialogue-based shows. TV shows are powerful because you learn real phrases. Many expressions I use today, I picked them up from shows I watched carefully. That's smart consumption. What should you write? Daily journal, Best tool, 10 to 15 minutes, that's enough. Write about your day, a memory, a mistake you learned from, a dream you have, a challenge you faced. Don't worry about grammar, just write. Writing forces your brain to organize thoughts, and organization builds clarity. You can type, but personally, I prefer writing by hand. Something about pen and paper makes thoughts flow better. Choose what works for you. Just do it daily. Speaking, the real game changer. Now we come to the most important part, speaking. This is where you grow the fastest. You can talk to AI tools, use free tools like ChatGPT, use mirror technique, record yourself, speak randomly. Mirror technique is powerful. I used to stand in front of the mirror and talk to myself. Full conversation, random topics, no judgment, no audience, just me. And sometimes I still do it. It feels funny, but it works. When you speak alone, your fear reduces. When fear reduces, fluency increases. And yes, if someone sees you talking to yourself, they might think you're crazy. But honestly, fluent crazy is better than silent scared. Final thought for this part. English is not difficult. It just needs consistency, creation, courage. And remember, you are not weak in English. You are under-practiced in speaking. There's a difference. That's how deeply I believe in this. I still talk to myself. I still solve problems by speaking out loud. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from silence. It comes from expression. And now, we reach the final part. 8 things you do not need to do on this journey. Because learning English is not about doing more, it's about doing the right things. 1. Stop getting stuck on grammar. Yes, grammar matters, but obsession? No. Your grammar may not be perfect. So what? Even in our native language, we make mistakes. Perfection is not required. Progress is. If you wait for perfect grammar before speaking, you will never speak. Make mistakes. Let people laugh. They don't control your future. You do. 2. Don't struggle alone. Use tools. If you write something, get it checked. Use tools. Use AI. Use free grammar checkers. Take a photo of your journal. Upload it. Improve it. You are living in 2026. Use technology. Don't ignore it. 3. Don't be a slave to the algorithm. This one is powerful. Your social media shows you what you watch, so choose wisely. If you keep watching useless content, you'll get more useless content. If you watch English videos, you'll get more English videos. Train your algorithm. Growth, not garbage, because 3 hours disappear faster than you realize. 4. Don't lose your growth mindset. Growth feels slow, it feels invisible, but it's happening. If others improved, why not you? Once you start this journey seriously, there is only one direction: forward, no backward. You cannot lose, you can only gain. 5. Don't announce everything. This is important. When you start something new, don't tell the whole world. Why? Because early applause kills discipline, and early criticism kills confidence. Work quietly. Let results speak. Protect your energy. 6. Don't forget to track. Tracking is not optional. Life is busy. If you don't track, you forget. Simple. People check their stock market app 10 times a day. Why? Because money excites them. Your English may not look like money now, but it is connected to your future income, your promotions, your interviews, your opportunities. Track it like it matters, because it does. 7. Don't use old, boring resources forever. Variety matters. If you finish a show, move to the next. If you finish a book, pick another. If a book is killing your motivation, quit it. Yes, I said quit it. Your habit is more important than that one book. Reading is powerful, but reading something you hate? Not powerful. Choose wisely. 8. Don't learn alone. Stay connected. Follow pages that teach you. Watch content that builds you. Choose creators who actually teach, not just entertain. Fill your environment with growth, because environment shapes you. Quick recap. What did we learn today? Let's pause. What did we learn? We learned that English has two sides, consumption and creation, listening and reading, speaking and writing. We learned 45 minutes daily is enough. 30 minutes consume, 15 minutes create. We learned track daily, track weekly, track monthly. We learned speak even when scared, write even when unsure. Use tools wisely. Protect your mindset. And most importantly, we learned that this journey is about discipline, and discipline is self-love. What you must apply in your life from today. 45 minutes daily English gym. Speak at least 15 minutes. Write 10 minutes. Track your progress. Stop fearing grammar. Train your algorithm. Protect your goals. 1 year, just one serious year, and your English will not be your weakness anymore. It will be your identity. My dear friends, I can guide you. I can motivate you. I can give you structure, but the real work, that is yours. If this video helped you even 1%, if it gave you clarity, if it gave you direction, then I need your support. Right now, please hype this video. Share it with at least one friend who struggles with English. Maybe that one share changes their life. Maybe that one share changes yours too. We are building something powerful here, and I need you with me. Subscribe if you haven't. Stay consistent, stay brave, and remember, fluent English is not talent, it is training. I'm Sarah, and I'll see you in the next one.